Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I want to thank you for tuning in for yet another video. If you are new to the channel, please remember to subscribe and leave a like. Now, in today's video, I am going to walk you through the steps, process, and the requirements it takes to join in the Jamaica Constabulary Force in the capacity as a district constable. So the first step in the recruiting process is to complete the online application form, and once you complete the form, print and take the completed form to a recruiting center where it will be checked along with the following supporting documents. So after submitting the required documents, you will be called and informed of a date to take the entrance examination. Also, I want you to please note that from time to time, recruitment drives are carried out and the entrance test is done on that same day. In order for you to be allowed to take the test, you will need to bring along with you all the required documents on the date of the recruitment test for them to be checked. Now, with that said, here are the supporting documents that you will need. You are going to need 4 passport size photographs, and these photographs should be stamped and signed by a JP, a police inspector, or higher rank. So in terms of higher rank, from the inspector you have the ASP, that's the Assistant Superintendent of Police. You have the DSP, that is the Deputy Superintendent of Police. You have the SP, that is the Superintendent of Police, and so on and so forth. So you are going to also need your original birth certificate and your deed poll. So the deed poll is for anyone who has changed their name, so you will need that. You're going to need your National Insurance Scheme card, that is your NIS card. You're also going to need your taxpayer registration number, that is your TRN card. You are going to need a valid photo ID. So it can either be your national ID, your driver's license, or your passport, and whichever of these you are in possession of, it must be presented at all times during the recruiting process. You are going to need your marriage certificate if you are married, and if you were married and you are now divorced, you are going to need your divorce absolute document. You are also going to need your immunization card, and you must have 2 recommendations from any of the following persons that I am going to list, and it can either be from a justice of the peace, a minister of religion, a attorney at law, a school principal, a police officer not below the rank of inspector, from any commissioned officer of the Jamaica Defense Force. You can also get it from your parish councillor or a medical doctor. If you were previously employed to a government agency, and you will need the discharge certificate from that agency if it is applicable. And please note that all documents must be the originals and with copies. So the originals will be verified, and once they are, they will be returned to you, and the copies will be included in your file. As it relates to academic qualifications, none is needed to join the JCF as a district constable, meaning you don't need CXC or CSEC passes to join the JCF. But what you will need though is your school leaving certificate in order to join. I want you to understand though that Applicants with CXC passes or its equivalent will be given priority of consideration to join, and this means that if you are in possession of CXC and CSEC passes, you are more likely to be accepted over someone that doesn't have any passes. There will be a written entrance examination covering 2 subject matters, and this is mathematics and English language. The applicant must take the entrance exam, and to be successful, the applicant must score a minimum of 60%. So over the course of both examinations, your average percentage should be at least 60%. Successful applicants in this test will be given a date to return for an interview by a panel of interviewers. For that interview, the applicant will have to score a minimum of 60% as well in order to move on to the next step. Now, applicants who have passed the interview will be informed of a date to do a medical examination. The medical is done within the parish that you are from. Once the medical is done and all is well, the applicant will be required to do a blood test, and the blood test is also done within the parish that you are from. The next step would be a physical test, but it is not done in all cases. It really depends on the era in which the district constable is needed to perform duties. In short, some district constables do the physical while others don't. Please note that there is also an age, height, and a weight requirements, and the applicant must be between the ages of 18 to 40 years old. And the height and weight requirements are for females 5 feet 3 inches tall and a minimum weight of 115 pounds. For the males, it is 5 feet 5 inches tall and a minimum of 125 pounds. The training to become a district constable lasts for around 6 weeks, give or take. The training is not hard, and it's mostly learning about the laws and the police powers as set out in the Jamaica Constabulary Force Act. There will also be baton training where you will learn the techniques of how to properly handle your baton and where to strike a violent offender in order to restrain him or her. Handcuff training will be done as well. You will learn the proper and the safest way to handcuff an individual. Firearm training will be done. There you will learn how to properly handle a firearm and learn the use of force policy. Now, this policy is of utmost importance. So if you are successful and you have reached this point, I want you to pay keen attention to this policy. At the end of training, there will be an examination to see if you have learned throughout the course of your training. So for deployment, if you are successful, your posting should be, not always though, but should be in the area or the parish where you are from. And that's pretty much all the steps there is to joining JCF in the capacity as a district constable. Yeah, man. So I want to say thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. Share it with your friends, share it with everyone else, because doing so helps the channel to grow. And I want to say have yourself a great day, take care, and until next time, peace.